Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got some straight insanity right here, man, involving Kanye West, man, and you know what I'm saying, like diddler type behaviors, man. We gonna get into that right now, man. All right. Well, first and foremost, man, before we get into that, let me tell you what Rick Ross had going on, man. Tia Kemp sat down with Tasha K, man, and you know she had a look. Tia Kemp, you know she gonna talk, right? She had a lot of things to say concerning Rick Ross, man. Okay, but one of the things she stated was that the big boss Rick Ross was waiting for Diddy's downfall, whatever you want to call it, so he could purchase all of Diddy's assets, man. Take a listen to what she had stated concerning Rose.
We all know money changes people, you know, and then once you start accessing the things that you were never able to access, especially women, you know, it pushes your ego to a different level.
So Rick Ross talking shit about Diddy.
I should go to my DM. Ooh, I want my phone right now.
Bring her phone. Bring her phone.
I'm gonna go to my DMs because you know he blocked me, but I still could go to all this stuff. I screenshot it. Girl, how about he was saying, oh, I can't wait to lock that up. I'm gonna buy his shit. I'm gonna show you all the messages where he be talking about all his niggas.
He said he can't wait till they lock Diddy up.
Locked up so he could buy his house.
That's real fucking two-faced.
Girl, he talked about him.
Bring her phone.
He talked about all
the receipt.
Yeah.
She got two phones. Okay.
You see what month it was, so you already know we were.
Now, while you looking for the messages, did he really fuck Keisha K or?
I seen it with my own eyes when she was wearing that blue lipstick and mohawk and all that. When she came over there when Gucci was in jail, and she came to pick him up from the house.
She came to pick up him?
Of course. Women don't take me serious. I'm hearing that I'm animated. I'm a character. They think I'm lying. I'm this, I'm that. I don't know what y'all trying to do, but I'm just here to tell y'all. Like, if I went through that experience, like, what make you think you're not gonna go through it, baby? Unfortunately, I caught a criminal case. I had 3 felonies, and I was facing 2 years in prison because it was in Broward Kirkland courts. But I was acquitted by a jury. Ross sent his mom, sister, and, you know, to defend her on my trial. I had a 7-day trial. And my African friend, the one paid for my attorney, we spent like almost $12,000 on that attorney. So once that case was over with, when I won that trial, that attorney advised me to get a family attorney and put him on child support because she saw the support from his side coming to court to try to send me to prison.
Who was gonna raise the baby?
I guess
talking about, he's saying I can't wait till they lock that ninja up. I'm gonna buy his ish. That's real two-faced. I guess it's two-faced if they was best friends. If they was best friends, and even then it could be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy the stuff to let you buy it back or whatever, if that was the case. But I mean, business wise, that could be a smart move on his part, okay? But I mean, I'm not surprised, man. This is what happens, okay? People lose their properties, they lose their estates and the whole 9 yards, and other people get it, and that's just it just is what it is, okay? So I don't know, but we gonna see. Like, if they were best friends and Diddy was like, yo, don't, like, I don't know. I could see how that could be looked at both ways. I could see how that could be looked at problematically, and then I could see how it could be, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Adam 22 has pimped out his wife to Aiden Ross. You see why I don't like none of these people, man? I don't like a lot of these people. Like 95% of these people I really don't like because they be all doing strange things, man. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like, maybe if I became a multi-millionaire, billionaire, whatever you want to call it, maybe I could be strange. I don't think so, though. I don't got no strange proclivities now. See, I think what happens is, if you had strange proclivities now, but you ain't had the money to act them out, then when you get rich or you make money, then you act them out. But I think a lot of these individuals, man, they might have had strange proclivities from before they got paid. But it seems like they get paid and then do this kind of behavior. Like, why does it seem like the people with the most money all want to practice these kinds of behaviors? Is it just that a lot of people want to practice it, they just don't got the papers and they don't have the fame? I don't know, man. Did I tell you to take a look already? If I didn't, take a look.
Adam, ask around, bro. You can ask around, man. I think I know what I'm doing. But it is my birthday gift. It is, you know, she said she's with it. If I get the final, you know, approval on the permission slip from you.
I feel like I'm always looking for ways to support the Jewish community and let it be known where I stand. And if this is what it takes, you know, call up Benjamin Netanyahu and let him know I'm down to be a cuck.
Babe, will you pay for the flight?
Thank you.
It's Aiden's birthday.
I definitely need to come. If this is going down, I definitely gotta be there.
Wait, I don't want you to watch, though.
I need to be on my little chair in the corner.
Okay, but that's... Why?
I can wear a blindfold.
Can you at least put a blindfold on?
Maybe I can just, like, look at Twitter.
Yeah, will you be on your phone?
You're like, why you show me that? Hey, look, I didn't even watch the full clip. I had to stop midway because I was like, these ninjas is disgusting right here. You know what I mean? But I showed you the clip so you can know the type of men these people are. You know what I'm saying? So look, somehow they got millions of followers. He said, I feel like I'm always looking for ways to support the Jewish community and let them know where I stand. If this is what it takes, I'm down to be a cuck. If this is going down, I need to be there. I need to be in my little chair in the corner. Just look, that's exact location the demons love to stand in, don't they? Aren't they always standing in the corner? So it makes perfect sense. I don't know, man. I mean, that's wild. That's kind of strange behavior, but people got weird sexual fantasies, man. And that's just what they do, and they like to be weird, and that's what they do. Okay. I just knew I didn't like these people from the gate, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay. All right, but look. Oh, let me give you this, man. Charleston White has gotten arrested. Okay, Charleston White has gotten arrested. You like, oh boy, he gonna have a problem because all the people he done got arrested. Hey, look, man. Well, now, I mean, it's not his first time at the rodeo. That's the first thing. Okay, but the second thing is this, man. He got arrested for animal abuse of all things. Do I have a video? I don't think I got a video. Let me see if I can pull up what the information is that I gotta pull up to tell you about Charleston White. All right, so he's been charged with animal abuse. Let me see if I can pull up the information. All right, yeah. 47 years old, okay, at Tarrant County, Texas. He's been arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and cruelty to non-livestock animals, including killing or poisoning, okay? I think there was a video of him talking about he was gonna mace a cat. Take a look at this video real quick.
Oh, that was no reach. He ran. That was no reach. Yeah, that was in reach. That's for a nigga right up on your ass. That's that one that nigga chased me with. Yeah, this the one the nigga chased me with. I don't give a fuck about some motherfucking Peter. Them a bunch of white people, nigga. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about no bunch of white nigga. Just, I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking animal cruelty. Yeah, nigga, they got nigga cruelty. Yeah, they mistreat black kids. I don't give a fuck about macing no motherfucking cat. Motherfucker can't tell me what to do with my stray cats. If I want to kill these motherfuckers, I can. If I want to cook them and eat them. Can't nobody tell me what I can't do with my stray cats on my land. Fuck them cats. Yeah, I try to kill one every day. He can't do nothing about it. You know, I can't do nothing about me Mason cat. He in pain. Come save him. Help him. He needs some help. Here, get it. That bitch needs some help. Help him. Since he cares so much, go help the babies then, nigga. Yeah, I mistreat animals to help kids.
That man said he cooked the cat and eat him. I'm over here looking at bro like sac passe frem. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what magic shot, man? What magic shot? Look. Did you see a cat? I didn't see a cat. He said he was gonna mace a cat, and he looked like he was macing something, but I don't know what it was. Can you get arrested for saying you're gonna mace a cat? I don't know. Can you be charged for that? I want to know if you can be charged for not macing a cat, but saying that you're macing a cat, even though you're not really doing it. Can you be charged just for saying it? Because I didn't know that was a crime. Maybe is it a crime? I don't know if it is a crime or if it's not a crime. Okay, but he said I didn't see a cat on the camera. So if they're getting them for a cat that ain't on the camera, that would be insane. I need to know the details of that, and I guess that's gonna come out later on, I guess. Okay, look at the mugshot though, man. You know what I mean? He looks so happy. Charleston Jamone White, black, male, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, cruelty to non-livestock animal. I hate the fact that an animal can get you locked up. I mean, these police officers done shot the nurse woman in the bed. What's her name? Breonna Taylor? They done shot her in the bed. In the bed. They didn't get charged with nothing. They got to skate. Okay? Oops, my bad. We just shot the woman by accident. My bad. We got all the wrong information and shot the woman and killed her. My bad. But this man said he gonna mace a cat and they gonna like give 5 years or something like that if they could stick it to him. Listen, man, never mind all that. Let's get to it, okay? I'm gonna start to get to the wrap up side of this, all right? So All right, well, I don't know. Let's go. Singer-songwriter Nikki Heaton, I think her name is. Nike Heaton. She has a strange story about being in the studio with the artist formerly known as Kanye West and Diddy. You're like, oh no, not my ninja. Yay. Hey, look, man. This is her story. And there's no rules that say he can't be that way. Okay? Look, man, this is her story, and we just gonna play what she said. Take a listen.
Diddy kept looking at me, and Kanye kept looking at Lauren, like they were exchanging glances, and I'm like, they're like watching me strangely. And I'm like, okay, let me pretend to drink, and like I'm not actually doing it. And like that seemed to like make them happy, like me like pretending to like join in. And immediately I'm like, there's something fucking in this drink. There's something in this drink. And I didn't know what to do. And I like, my manager was like across the room, but like close enough, but like not next to me, so I couldn't like whisper to her. But I wanted to tell her, like, hey, don't fucking drink this. There's something wrong with this. But I couldn't. So I reach for my phone and I start to type, and Kanye takes the phone out of my hands and he's like, who are you texting? Like, you don't need to text anyone. Like, we're having a party. And I was like, okay. And he like puts it on one of the speakers. And I'm like, fuck. Now what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do. And I see my manager take a sip. And I'm like, fuck. Like, fuck. Now what do I do? And then I see her take another sip. 2 sips out of this little vodka cranberry cup. And I'm like, oh, what do I do? 2 sips, and I watch her face flush. And all of a sudden, like I look over and she's speaking really loud and like making jokes. And I'm like, whoa, like this isn't her. Like she doesn't make jokes. She's fucking terrified of people. Like she doesn't even talk. And I was like, it's already hitting her. Like 100%, I just knew that the drinks were all laced with something. And she starts like almost being like belligerent a little bit, but not in like a crazy way, just like really enjoying herself. And I'm like, that's not her. She doesn't even want to be here. Like, this is weird. And all of a sudden she like dismisses the studio host. She's like, you can leave. And I'm like, oh my God, like what's going on? And the girls file out. They go to like a different studio, or they go somewhere. And I'm like, I have to do something. I have to do something. What do I do? And I go to get my phone where Kanye put it on one of the speakers, and as I'm going to get it, I turn and my manager's walking out, and I'm like, no, where are you going? So I see her start to leave, and I'm like, where are you going? And she's like, it's fine, I'm just going to the bathroom. And I was like, no, stay. And she's like, it's right there, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay. And she walks out, and all of a sudden I realize that I'm in the studio. The music's low, the lights are dim, but you can still like see everything. And I realize that I'm in the studio with Diddy and Kanye, and they're both off their shit. And there's 3 other men, an executive that works with Kanye, his engineer, and his cousin, and me, alone. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. And I haven't started freaking out yet. Like, I know what the situation is. I know, I know this is a bad place to be in, but I don't really feel scared yet, you know? Because I'm like, there's other people around. There's other men around, and I know them. Like, I've known them for a while. Like, nothing bad's gonna happen. And I'm standing there, and I realize that so this is like a pretty, like, sizable studio. There's, like, the glass doors, the couch there, a console, another console, the screen, all of that. But it's, like, it's pretty big, but you can still see and talk to everyone easily. And I realize that I'm standing really close to the exit. And it's a glass door, and it opens in. And I'm standing pretty close to it. And I realized all of a sudden that Kanye and Diddy had realized that I'm the only girl in the room. And they're like fucked out of their minds. And they start coming towards me, and they're like, don't you want to take your clothes off? Like, it's so hot in here. And I'm like, no, fine. I'm fine like this. And they're like, come on, like it's just us. Like, we're all just friends. Like, let us just like see like how you look. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine. And like, I still haven't gotten scared yet, you know? Like, I'm still like, this is a bad situation. I'm creeped out, but like, there's no reason to panic. There's other men here. Yeah, so they're coming towards me, and I'm like, okay, this is fucked. I don't know where my manager is. I don't know where anyone is. And they're coming towards me more, and they're trying to like take my clothes off. And I'm like at that point where I'm like, this is not good, but I'm like still trying to like play it off. Just like, stop, you guys are fucking stupid. Like, get out of here, like don't touch me. Did this just freeze? Okay, so let me just get to the point. So they start trying, like, they're like pawing at me. Like, they're both drunk, probably on something else. And I start to get a little bit apprehensive because I'm pretty much like backed up against the wall. Like, there's only one exit, and I'm pressed up against this door. And I'm still not completely terrified yet, but I'm like, you guys stop, like stop. And they're getting to the point where they have like ripped my shirt off. and like I'm like almost fully exposed at this point, and they're both coming at me, and I'm like, you guys, like, seriously, this isn't funny anymore. And I look to my left where his executive is. Like, we know him pretty well. Like, we've been around him a lot. He's literally 3 feet away from me. Like, if I reached and he reached too, like, we could touch. Like, he's that close. And I look and I'm like, hey, like, I give that look where I'm just like, come on, like, step in. Like, this isn't cool. Like, you're a grown man. Like, you're like 50 years old. I know you have a family. Like, you know this isn't right. Like, do something. And this is the part that for as long as I live, I will never fucking forget. It isn't actually the aspect of being sexually assaulted. That's not what haunts me. It's this. It's as these 2 grown men were pawing at me, trying to take my clothes off, I look over to this man asking for help, and I literally mouth the word help. And we lock eyes. And he looks away. I'm like, okay, there's 2 more men in the room. And I look to his engineer next, who's sitting right next to him. And I know that he's married, and he just had a little baby girl, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna do something. And I look at him next, and I'm like, okay, like, do something, say something, do anything. And he looks down at his phone and starts texting. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I look at Kanye's cousin next, and I'm like, do something, you know, like, fucking do something. And he spins his chair around. And that's when that, like, gut-wrenching fear set in. And I was like, oh shit, no one's fucking saving me tonight. No one's gonna do anything. No one's gonna do fucking anything. And that's when I was truly fucking scared. At this point, they had ripped my shirt off, and they were trying to get my pants off. And I realized that I was completely alone. And I closed my eyes for a second, and I was like, God help me. What do I do?
Like, I don't get it. Why she ain't say this a long time ago? Look, you must be slow. You must be slow. People be saying this stuff and how these types of shenanigans been going on. And folks just be dismissing stuff. You know, a lot of people are dismissive of actual information. You know that, right? This is not to say people don't have the ability to lie. Please don't misunderstand. People do lie. But not saying something sooner doesn't necessarily mean it ain't true. A lot of y'all can recount all kinds of strange behaviors your family members did that you still ain't said to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And if you release it now, that don't mean it didn't happen. You understand what I'm saying? Plus, a lot of people hearing the fact that folks have been spiking drinks now look back at their situations that they're embarrassed about, and they're like, oh shoot, I thought I was drunk out of my mind. Let me find out I was actually, the drink was actually spiked. That's why I don't remember anything. See, a lot of people thought they were just too drunk, when in fact, their drink was spiked. Let me tell you something, man. Remember when Dame Dash said he thought the drink he took may have been spiked? He said when he drank that Douce, he said, I thought, like, you know what I'm saying? And then he said, like they was trying to tell him to take off his shirt, and then the dude was recording, and then Kevin Hart and him started wrestling, and Kevin Hart had him in a chicken wing. You remember that? Worst thing is, like, it'll be hard to tell years later if you was actually drugged or drunk. You're not really sure because you thought you was drunk when in fact you was drugged. You're like, well, what happened to the manager in Nikki Heaton's story? I don't know, man. I heard the manager got out without having been assaulted. But the thing that gets me about this story, right? Assuming like, you know what I mean, she ain't get on there and tell an overly detailed fib, okay? See, the thing that gets me about her story is all the people that are like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Look, all the people that weren't like, yo, man, chill out, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, think it through, okay? It be leaving me speechless, I know. Think it through. There's a lot of situations that a person could get themselves into that midway, they like, you know what, I think this might be a bad idea. And they should be able to walk out. But when the door locks from the inside and you're trapped in, the issue is cowardly men. I'm not saying there was never a moment when I wasn't nervous, but to see someone scared, mouthing the words help to you because your friends are acting creepy as cuff, and you spin your chair around and you look at your damn phone, I be praying the Lord, I be praying praying the Lord may never allow me to be pusillanimous. You understand what I'm saying? So pusillanimous that when I have the power to stop and discourage poor, heinous behavior or dangerous behavior from people I know, I don't look down at my damn phone, okay? May I never be so pusillanimous, okay? May I have God's Holy Spirit of boldness and courage to stand up and be like, hey, yo, pump the brakes on the evil behavior. Hey, yo, man, stop. Yo, bro, you being kind of weird, son. Hold on, man. She said chill out, bro. She said chill out. Like, ain't nobody gonna stand for the women? Look, which brings us to the artist formerly known as Kanye West. According to an 88-page document, Ye has been accused of drugging and violating sexually his former assistant. It's the R word, but I just call it violating because that's what it is, okay? Violating his former assistant, Lauren Pisciata, at a party hosted by, you guessed it, the Diddler, okay? Look, Alexa, play Kanye's All Fall Down. Listen, man, if I'm correct, he just met her like the last 3 to 5 years, I think, right? She worked for him in like 2021, 2022. Now it's been stated that he violated her. Her most serious claim in the lawsuit filed on Friday was that years before working for Ye, that he drugged her and he violated her. All right. She's saying that he allegedly confessed during his last weeks as her boss. She claimed that she met West, right, when he invited her musician client to a studio session, right, and to some kind of party where Diddy was there, okay, in Santa Monica. All right. Kanye West told everybody at the studio that they had to drink if they wanted to stay. All right, red flag number 1. When folks are telling you got to drink or do some kind of substance to stick around, that should be a red flag for you. I'm telling you from this day forward. If anybody is telling you here, take a swig of this or and you ain't brought the drink or the spliff or whatever, don't take it. The lawsuit, which has been seen by the Daily Mail, claims that Kanye West handed her a drink, and after a few drinks, she suddenly started to feel disoriented. And she began to slip into some kind of an altered or highly impaired state, okay? She felt less in control of her body and speech. And this is what she's saying, quote, she felt less in control of her body and her speech, where her memories of the night escape her, okay? The next day, she said she was ashamed, and she said that she was embarrassed, okay? And then she said she couldn't remember the evening. She says that her musician client refused to discuss what went down. Pisciata stated that she learned years later why her client was too traumatized and disturbed to speak about what happened that very night, okay? She believed that she was drugged by a studio assistant and escaped without being molested. But Pisciata has claimed that she learned the truth from Kanye West. Now, this is what she stated, all right? She said not too long before that she got fired and whatnot, Kanye West was engaged in some kind of a conversation with his boy, okay? And she states, allegedly, all this is alleged, right? She states at the time, okay, that there was a comment made by his partner about the time when him and Pisciata had an affair. Pisciata wanted to text Kanye West's partner, right, to clear things up because, you know what I'm saying, she was like, yo, no, you must have the wrong impression. But she claims that West said she couldn't deny that they were ever intimate due to what happened at the Santa Monica party. The lawsuit claims, quote, we did kind of hook up a little one time, close quote. Let me ask you a question. If she was lying, do you think she would have had the word a little in there? Do you say like, oh, we just, you know what I'm saying? Like if she was lying, if you were going to lie about the situation, you think you would have added the words a little in there? Look, there's more. You're like, oh gosh, nothing. The joint continues on and says, quote, West then immediately proceeded to reminisce about the time he was referring to where he, quote unquote, hooked up with Pisciata after she had been, quote unquote, drugged. No. Don't put the quotes on the drugged. The quotes come after the drugged, not for the word drugged. It's not like, was she drugged? She's saying she was. Pisciata claimed that West told his partner at the time they, quote unquote, hooked up, but left out the true nature and severity of what he did to her. Now, according to the lawsuit, she told West that she had no memory of the night, and he allegedly laughed and said, quote unquote, women love to say they don't remember, close quote. Damn. I tell you, man, see, this is why I firmly believe, man, women are hated in our society. I don't care what you say. Oh, yo, saying you one of the you must be one of them dudes that always want women's attention and stuff, man. Who cares if you think that? Okay, we don't need no woman's attention or nothing like that. Women are like, they just people, bro. They're not like, there's nothing more special about a woman than a man. A man is special, a woman is special. Ain't one crazy like iller than the other. See, when I think about men and women, I strip off the skin and just think about the fact that they all spirit beings wrapped in flesh and blood. Okay, all of us are just nothing but spirit beings wrapped in flesh and blood, and some of us were wrapped as men, and some of us were wrapped as women for whatever God's purposes happen to be. Okay, so there's nothing super special about they take dumps, they stink, they get morning breath, they have all the same kind of issues, they doo-doo stink, every single doo-doo, every doo-doo a woman has stinks just as badly as a man. But what I'm saying is this: in our society trains people to hate women. Okay, women are hated in our society. They're hated in our culture. In one society, they told they have to be fully wrapped so you can't see their eyes. And in another culture, they tell them take off everything. All we want to see is your boobs and your butt. Okay, women are hated in our society, and this is around the world, man. They got whole religious beliefs that in their version of heaven, you get 70 to 72 virgin women to provide you with sensual pleasures for some reason. Okay. I'm like, in that religion, what about the women? Do they get anything? That's crazy to me. Women are hated. Which brings me to Mr. President Barack Obama and his heartfelt message to men. You know, he's on the campaign trail campaigning for Kamala, right? And before you say, oh, but what did he do for black people? You're selfish behind. Look, you should remember that he fixed the economy for all people. Ain't you? Like, he fixed the economy and left it for Donald Trump. He handed Donald Trump a fixed economy, and Trump's ad bungled it and handed it to Biden. So before you say, what did he do for black people? He fixed the economy for your slow ad, okay? Take a listen anyway to the message that Barack Obama had to the men. Source, you gotta let this full clip ride, because I want you to see the disappointment. I want y'all to see the disappointment that Obama has to these men that are like, well, I'm going to sit this one out. I'm sitting this one out. Take a listen.
And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person. And you're thinking about sitting out? But, you know, because Putin might be what it is. And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that. Because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for it. And I think anybody you are talking to in a barbershop, anybody you are talking to in your house, in your family, at church, who is coming with that kind of attitude, I think you have to ask them, well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time. They've been raising us and working and having our backs. And when we get in trouble, and the system's not working for us, they're the ones who are out there marching and protesting. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is? Putting women down? That's not acceptable.
I felt what he said, man. I felt what he said. Most dudes say they ain't voting for Kamala, right? But when asked why, they start mentioning weird things like the border and Putin, knowing damn well before this election, they ain't never thought about the border or immigrants a day in their life. All of a sudden, that's such a big deal, okay? I told my boy, because my boy was on the same camp, I told my boy point blank, I said, man, the issue you got with Kamala is that she's a woman. right? And a lot of dudes are not strong enough to bear the idea of having a woman as a leader. You know what I'm saying? And if your slow ass get gunned down by police with qualified immunity, the women are gonna be the ones screaming at the top of their lungs with bullhorns for your goofy ass. Okay? That would rather pick old boy that disrespected Detroit to their face. We got a clip of, take a look at what your boy Trump said to the people of Detroit in their face. Take a listen.
I don't think anything that we're talking about today is high on our list. The whole country is going to be like, you want to know the truth? It'll be like Detroit. Our whole country will end up being like Detroit if she's your president. You're going to have a mess on your hands.
That goofy said that to Detroit in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Called them a mess to their face. The man, look, the man denigrates and denigrates, and these people are ready to crash out for him. Talk about Stockholm Syndrome. You see what I'm saying? And in 3, 2, 1, they going to be all up in my comment section with tears in their eye, crying for the honor of a leader. You know what I'm saying? That can't stand them, okay? We can't believe you against Trump. Don't talk about politics, celeb. You don't understand. He fixed the economy. Slow people. Slow. Okay? And I know you can't win the folks over by calling them slow directly. But I mean, I don't know if I even care to win them over. Okay? Because at this point, if with all the things that broke, the man said he wanted to have sex with his own daughter. And these people talking about they want to vote for him. So I'm like, man, who the hell is we talking to? My bad. I'm kind of been out of shape. My bad. Listen, let me go to my shout outs. Do I have any shout outs on deck? Yeah, we had to drop a video. We dropped a video a little bit later last night because YouTube was acting out last night. You know what I'm saying? They was acting out and they did not want to share out a video. Matter of fact, let me just put it like this, okay? Oh, look at my boy talking about, I see you blocked me. Trust me, bro, I did not block you. I gotta actually text that back. Let me say, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I would never block you. You provide hours of entertainment. I'm sending this to my boy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be texting you, but he thinks, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been going back and forth over politics. They tell people, don't talk about religion and politics. Who y'all talking to? I'll talk about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And in my bad. Sir Thomas said 100% here for Angry Celeb. Can we get him twice a month? Hey, look, I almost want to keep Angry Celeb in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you right now, Angry Celeb, he feel good. You know what I'm saying? He be feeling good, bro. He said, oh, my boy texted me back like, well, your phone blocked me out of mercy for you. No, it didn't. I'm ready for a phone call. No, it didn't. I'm sorry. No, it didn't. I don't mean to do this. And I'm trying to multitask over here. No, it didn't. Okay. Sir Thomas, that's what he says. Angry Celeb. That's what he wants. He said, I called you twice and it said, chill. Oh, I'm about to call. Look, bro. I said, I'm recording. I'm going to call you after this. I'm recording. I'm going to call you in a sec. Okay. I'm going to call you in a sec. You're like, oh, I'd like to talk to you. Well, hit me on the gram. I be talking to people on the gram. They send me stuff. I send stuff back. Like Shalon, you know who you are. Okay. Loyal Savage. All right. I send her the message back like, hey, yo, man, much love. We be sitting there laughing in the whole 9 yards. I'll send you a message back too, man. You know what I'm saying? If I see you. And you know what I mean? Sometimes I send it in a voice message. Sometimes I don't. Because I want to be able to have interaction with y'all, man. Y'all make me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make this channel what it is. So I think it's only right for us to have communication. Jada Jones said LL did an interview explaining this verse before all of this. The video came after the song, so it can't be related. But she is not she. It's a sound. Like how Busta makes sounds and others during that time. Most of the song is referencing himself as an MC. Everything wasn't so real life back then, or in LL's day. At the time, females wore Timbs, and it was looked at as a hood chick or around the way girl. This new interpretation thing going on is crazy. I mean, okay, fine, whatever. You can say all of that, but it's like the way I don't know. I mean, she, blotitious, skeevy, delicious, with the trans in the back. Whatever. Say what you want. My boy's sitting there texting me back like crazy. He thinks I'm scared to have a conversation with him on the politics thing. I don't mind having a conversation about that because I think it's best for people to just openly communicate with each other without arguing, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe like having arguments and people cutting each other off, trying to monologue and stuff like that. That ain't the thing, man. So when me and my boy have a conversation, we're constantly stopping and pausing to see what the other dude got to say. You know what I mean? He let me get my little point across. I let him get his little points across, and we just do back and forth. And it's about the exchange of information. All right. All right, let's get right back to it. Wrap this up, man. All right. Oh, let me give you this. Let me give you this last story. And finally, listen. Where we at over here, man? Where we at? I'm sorry. I'm having a real rough week. I'm having a really bad week, man. I'm gonna need y'all to pray for me, man. Pray for your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a real rough week, man. You know what I mean? And I can't get into details because, you know what I mean? They be listening. They be listening. And so I don't want to really put everything out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Although I want to. But they didn't put it out there. Now, if they go on Insta and they start talking crazy, then we're going to talk crazy out loud. You know what I'm saying? But if they're not posting it on Insta, or if no one is reporting them, then I'm not going to post it. See, that's what we do. We report what people post. Okay, and we provide commentary on what people say. A lot of people say this is a gossip site. I don't know if that qualifies as gossip. My understanding of gossip is that you're spreading secret information that other people don't know. And when somebody says, this person violated me, and they say that to the news, and the news say, well, this person is accusing that person of violating them, that's just news information. Okay, now if you're like, oh, well, you know what I mean, that's gossip. Well, there's no secret information. I'm not telling you some side information like such and such got herpes and I ain't never checked the thing out. Unless somebody comes out and says, I got herpes from having intercourse with such and such. So it is what it is. Okay. All right, check this out. DJ Mustard. DJ Mustard has stated, okay, that he can't wait for Kendrick Lamar to do the Super Bowl. And he's actually hoping that he gets invited on to do the song Not Like Us. I would love that. I'm surprised that that's not already like a go. Okay, this is what he said. He said, quote, he said, I definitely can't wait to watch the Super Bowl, man. Can't wait. This year is going to be pretty special. I might shed a tear if he performs Not Like Us. Are you kidding me? I am grateful for, it would be crazy if Kendrick Lamar does not perform Not Like Us. I would be highly disappointed in bro. I'm just saying that. Okay. If he performs it on stage by himself and doesn't call me, I wouldn't give a ish. Just perform it. Don't get me wrong. Call me. If you want me, I'll slide. But I'll be there regardless, going crazy, acting like I'm on stage. If I'm in a box, they might show me on TV from how crazy I'm going to be. I might stand on a chair. Look, I do that in class. They might show me on TV like he going berserk. Yeah, I get that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be sitting. Sometimes I stand on a chair in a class. And look, I'll be doing whatever I got to do to get the kids' attention, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to talk to the kids, though, like they're my kids, like they're my children. I'll be like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put you on the game, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you need to get to class, man. And when they be looking at me crazy, they be like, yo, man, get the cuff out my face. I be, nah, I'm not going to get the cuss out your face. I'm going to sit here and try to put you on the game, man, because I care about you. Your ninjas around here, they don't care about you. All they want to do is smoke weed, get high, and get dumber, okay? And I'm trying to keep you from getting dumb, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look out for you, man. I'm trying to put you on so you can be smart as hell, so you can go get a real job and do something. I'm starting to get mad just thinking about it. I hope Kendrick Lamar performs Not Like Us. And let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. Let me see if I got any additional comments. Feel free to go if you want. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, you be talking too much. Get the hell up off the page, bro. Ain't nobody. Let me see if I got additional. Oh, here's a clown over here. Sean Dunn. He says, this guy talks too much with the clown emoji. See, these are the kind of people I'm talking about. This guy talks too much. You saw the video was 40 minutes. So what the hell you click on it for, bro? You thought it was going to be 40 minutes of just straight news? I'm telling you, this channel is not for the slow. If you are slow or you don't understand that you are tuning into a video, you know I'm in a bad mood. If you are not aware when you saw the 43, 47, 51 minutes that you was going to tune into a channel that was going to give you commentary, then you need to take your slow behind to a library, not to the internet, to a damn library. You need to understand the differences between news, gossip, right? What a podcast is. You need to know those differences. I can't understand it for you, bruh. I can only tell you. I can't understand it for you, man. Yes, you see what I'm saying? You're like, oh, you being abusive. I'm not being abusive. I'm just saying, like, who are these people? What's his name again? Sean Dunn. Sean Dunn. And then, I'm not going to go into the picture. Let me just zoom in on the picture. No. Don't do that. Just keep going. You got any other shout outs? You got a good shout out you want to end with? Yeah, I think I could find me a good shout out, man. Let me see. Can I find me a good shout out? I think that's it. I think that's it for now, man. Nikisha Fegan said that she loves Cisco. You know, Cisco be tuning in and hitting us with his commentary, man. So Nikisha loves you, Cisco. Just let you know. Don't tell your wife. Don't tell your wife, bro. Paula Collins, single mom of 8. She said, "Thank you, President Obama." Yeah, President Obama made me super happy, man. Yeah, I mean, he makes me super proud, man. And you can see the disappointment in his face. That's the part that pained me about today's video with Obama. You can see the disappointment that he has for these men that are coming up with all of these lame excuses like, oh, the damn migrant crisis. Lame excuses, man. You know what I mean? These dudes really, they should be ashamed of themselves. Especially not, and I'm not talking to white men. I'm not talking to white men. I'm talking to black men who Donald Trump constantly denigrates. He denigrates black men. Look at this BBL. This is so embarrassing. He denigrates black men to their face. And then they say they're going to vote for him. They should be ashamed of themselves. And then they come up with reasons because they are so proud that they can't imagine he's talking about them when he's looking directly at them. And then tell me, oh, but she's not really. My boy tried to tell me, right? My boy tried to tell me that Kamala isn't black. So I said, how many sources do I need to point to you to tell you that Kamala is black? How many sources, if we look up some information on Kamala right now, how many sources that say that she's black would you accept? He said 5. So I gave him CNN. And then I gave him Fox, because those two are opposite, right? And they both agree she black. And then I gave him Reuters, right? And then I gave him BBC News. Okay, don't get, you know what I'm saying? No Diddy, right? Pause, okay? So I gave him CNN, Fox, I gave him Reuters, I gave him BBC News, and then I gave Wikipedia, just in case, because I trust Wikipedia, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't, okay? And then her own word, and I gave him like 2 other sources. No, 1 other source. So I gave him a total of 7 sources, okay? He tried to tell me Candace Owens said she wasn't black. So 7 sources said she was black, and Candace Owens said she wasn't. And then the Reuters, he went to the Reuters. That was one of his sources. And the Reuters disagreed with him. He said, well, I don't care what you say. I'm still sticking with what Candace Owens said. Even though Reuters said that she was flagged for providing misinformation that she got from Donald Trump, which was also flagged for misinformation. Hate me for my politics if you want. I hate the Democrat platform. Republican platform isn't a 100% biblical scripture either. But Kamala is clearly the more competent choice. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.